You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere.
Coming to Northeast Wisconsin live from the Civic Media Studios, this is Maino and the Mayor.
Begin the day with a friendly voice, a companion unobtrusive.
And here are your hosts, John Maino and Jim Schmidt.
Hey, thank you very much. Welcome back, Maino and the Mayor. Man, that was great having Big Daddy D and Kevin Van Hest in here, wasn't it?
And all these donuts. I cannot believe that you were such a jerk.
Right?
And mentioned his shirt being inside out.
They're customers, John.
Okay. Let me just say
Customers always right. Even when they're wrong, they're right.
Out of everybody in the studio, you doing that, right? Yeah.
A guy came in today, Well,
there was a morning you had like spaghetti on your pants. Remember
this.
that?
I remember on his pants.
Yeah.
On his
that
pants.
that's quick breakfast.
And I didn't say anything.
Yeah, John did. But the guy came in and we was talking like we're going to be talking in just a second. You know how you doing? And he goes, we all late last night? Did you drink a lot last night? The guy's like,
Who hasn't drank in like 20 years?
Right. He's a recovering alcoholic, and his shirt was inside out. And John pointed it out on the radio.
Hey, they both look at their shirts.
And he was embarrassed. And then his wife texted in because she was all mad at him too, so he's going to have a hell of a day.
I'm never letting him out of the house by himself again.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway.
So I apologize. I wasn't mean that. But Murphy used to point those things out at me all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Because I have gone in with my shirts inside out.
But
I'm sure.
You worked together. He wasn't. Okay, anyway. Hey, those were two musicians, right? Daddy D's and, of course, Kevin Van Ness. And here we got the 13th annual Appleton Street Music Week. We love music, and I think it's great that we elevate the music, everything.
And so impressed with what Appleton does with music.
Oh, man, you guys got it going on there. Linda Garvey and Leah Reed. Leah, you're quite the musician.
I mean, I was, yeah, until I started working at Hyde, and everybody there is extremely talented.
It does, right? When you surround yourself, it's like, oh, I thought I was a little better than that. But yeah.
It's okay. I do karaoke.
Oh, you do? All right. Tell me, and Linda as well, tell us about this event.
Yeah, so I am with the Appleton Community Music. So we have the pleasure of working with Hyde this year, being the beneficiary of their profits.
Tell us about the event. It's kicking off and how it all works and where the money goes.
So Appleton Community Music is the nonprofit that supports Mile of Music. We take care of the artist lodging, hospitality, everything to do with the artists. We take care of their pay. So we work with donations.
Okay, and how many artists are we talking?
Yeah.
Like huge numbers.
Right. Yeah, a few hundred, that's for sure. Yeah.
And I just want to underscore that is all local original, not local, but it's all original music.
It is handcrafted music.
Yep,
so that's the beauty of Mile of Music is that you come to admire the craft. You're not there to party, although that's the side effect.
It does.
Because of the vibe.
Been there.
Yeah, but you're there to admire the craft for the artists and what they've been able to accomplish.
The connection with Spokane, I like Spokane. Are you from there? What's the connection? That's your sister city to Spokane when it comes to this music festival?
Yes. So that was started in 2002 where they, wanted to support their local food bank. So actually Audrey Nowak from Hyde Music started it in 2012, wanted to do that downtown, and we've worked with Feeding America and stuff like that. But we just thought this year it made sense to work with Appleton Community Music because we're tying that together. And our tagline this year is United by the Beat. So we, Milo Music feels kind of like a family reunion for us at Hyde because we're seeing people that we're friends with and we really connect with them. You're seeing your musical cousins, I guess.
That's true. Yeah.
So we just
we're
thought
talking
it made sense.
about runners with Bellin coming up, the run coming up. How they're all family, no matter if they see each other once a year, whatever. Musicians are the same way, aren't they?
Oh,
absolutely.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very supportive.
Yeah. We love the art. Mm-hmm.
And tell me about the event, though. We're going to get to where we're going to donate because I think that Mile of Music is really taking off. I mean, that's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
It's what, 13? No, it's longer than that.
Yeah, we're on mile 12 minus a year, so 13 years.
Okay,
correct.
it's 13.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's bigger and bigger all the time, and it's just, people just love that. But we're raising money for that event. So how do we get involved?
So Monday through Friday next week, all along College Avenue, there will be musicians playing from 12 to 1. So they'll be busking. Anybody can play and participate, and people can come and listen too, which is a pretty amazing thing. They'll have buckets there that you can donate in, or you can bring in money to Hyde Music, and 100% of it goes to Appleton Community Music.
So are you basically saying that those two individuals that you're sitting with right now could come to town,
They could.
busk for a few hours, make some cash?
Just 1 hour.
But
After
1 hour,
that, no.
Right, dude, lunch. It's during the lunch hour. But
We'd be the only ones that have a hard ending.
but either walk with lunch, walk around, and just listen to. That's like cool stuff, right? That's big city stuff when there's just a musician playing, and they usually keep the money. But you guys we're still gonna drop $5-10 in there, and then it's gonna go to a great
Absolutely.
cause.
Yeah, Appleton Community Music. Correct.
Yep, and we're working really closely with ADI. They're really helping facilitate this, allowing the power to be used downtown, and we really appreciate their partnership as well.
You know, for anybody that hasn't been to Mile of Music, I remember one time, a couple times introducing bands, and the first time, you're walking around, you know there's a lot of people, but once you go up on stage and you look, it's like, it was intimidating. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a mile of people at some of those stages.
I would give a shout out to ADI too. They've been on our show, and that's a small group that works really, really, really hard.
Absolutely.
That Appleton Downtown. Remember?
Yeah,
those guys
absolutely.
on here?
Had them on.
They were great. All right, so this starts next week already.
Correct.
And
Yeah,
it
it starts on Monday.
The full week.
Yes.
Isn't this a great time of year?
I love this time of year.
Right.
I love it. Especially working in downtown Appleton. It's
Absolutely.
pretty awesome.
School's up, but you almost feel like not that works out, but there's just more stuff to do around. We just had Kevin Van Essen here. He's playing at Jackson Square. More music during the lunch hour. So can you name any of the musicians, or do they sign up? How does this work to get the talent?
We have some listed on our website right now. So if people go to hydemusic.com under events, they'll be able to see everybody that will be playing at Houdini Plaza. So go ahead and check out our website. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I apologize. But
That's all right.
but we also have just a lot of people that show up. So you don't have to sign up or anything. You just come at 11:30, grab a bucket, and we'll get you set up.
That's like really cool because and the money that they get, again, I just want to say that's. If somebody's like, I'm going to go, shake down $50-$80 this morning, it all goes to you, as it should.
Correct.
Yes.
And that money goes to...
Support all the artists that come from Mile of Music.
Wow.
It's awesome.
That's
awesome.
That's a great way to do it.
I just want to know, can I, like if I just come out on the
That's
street.
his only instrument.
Tom, he plays the, what's that called again?
Vibra slap.
The Vibra slap.
So...
You,
think
you really could, sure.
If they could drop a penny in, that'd be awesome.
Ask me for change. Yeah.
yeah, change.
Leah's really encouraging here.
Yeah. We support performance art too, I guess. I don't know. If we're raising money.
He'd be one of those guys where he'd have the little box and he'd be playing that on the street,
Right.
College Avenue, hoping people would drop in a few bucks.
They'd just be like, "Where's the monkey?" 'Cause that's what that thing is.
I would give you $1.
Yeah.
So
There you go. All right, that's 99 more than I would. And, Leah, tell me about your music background, how you got into it, how you stayed in it.
I actually started in church when I was younger and was in choir for many years and played piano since I was about 7. So I've always been connected to the music community. And when I saw the opportunity at Hyde, I'm the director of marketing and e-commerce. It just really blended together. My kids are all musicians, and their dad is a musician. So
It's awesome.
yeah.
What a great thing. For a lot of reasons. I mean, that side of the brain, and they can still, there's so many of these doctors in music. That's just a great thing. The guy across the street, you're looking at Schreiber, the president of that place, who is extremely well, great bass player. There's just a lot of musicians who haven't really taken the musician route, but they're very successful in business and government, wherever. Yeah. How about you? Do you have a background, Linda, in music, or what's your connection?
I don't have a background in music. I was in drum corps when I was younger.
Close enough.
But, in the flag squad. I am on the other
I
side
love
of
drum
it.
corps. I do. We had one up in my hometown area, Ishpring, the Blue Notes.
Yeah.
They were like, oh my goodness,
that's
just
good
to watch.
stuff.
And I told Jim, I said, there was a thing from our centennial. A guy put his old website from 1965, and he had old film.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that and it's like, I've never seen anything. You didn't appreciate it at the time. So precise. Like, even when they go around a corner, it was like so synchronized. It's like incredible what you people do.
It's a lot of work.
I believe it.
A lot of practice.
Drum lines, all that stuff. It's unbelievable how hard those kids practice.
So, but I enjoy being on the other side of the stage in the audience
Now?
and admiring the talent. It's unbelievable.
Are you with Hilton?
I am. I'm with the Hilton.
She's got her shirt on the right
Appleton
way. So I can
Paper
read
Valley.
it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice place.
Thank you. I've
And
been
by the
there.
way, Dennis's favorite half says, if my shirt was inside out, nobody told me, I would be upset. Kind of like having food in your teeth or something. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
that's
you.
Good. That's
Thank
good.
you.
I like that.
And we are one of the venues for Mile of Music, and it's our favorite weekend of the year.
Wow.
I'm going to ask you just a rudimentary question here. Where do you suggest people park? Because that's always been one of my dilemmas pulling up there. Because it's almost like a Packer game. Some people rent out their driveways and stuff, right? For parking.
Yeah, I come early enough that you can get in one of the parking garages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those aren't that expensive.
No,
You
$6.
I know.
Yeah.
Now, one thing with you guys, with what you do for music, do you think, okay, that's like the chicken or the egg type thing. Has Appleton always been so vibrant and interested in original music? Or was it the opposite way where all these people came into Appleton and it's like, oh, this is a good place to start this? Has it always had a reputation for that?
I think with Lawrence University, there's been a good tie there for music.
That's the hook.
But when Willems Marketing and Dave Willems started this...
Isn't that sad? His funeral's tomorrow. I'm going to that. But yeah, what a great guy. Him and Corey Chisel. Yeah, Paul. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, when they started this, it was, hey, what do you think of doing this? Let's try it out. And year one was unbelievable.
Right.
And it just took off because people in our area are craving that culture and that vibe and the originality.
Exactly.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome,
Henry
man.
stepped in. Besides,
And you filled that niche?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a great product, you got great service, but to lean into the community a little bit more too is.
Well, Hyde
to be
Music's been
complimented.
around since 1948 downtown, and it's a third generation company. And we do rentals and all that fun stuff, step up instruments, intermediate, and ukuleles. I told Linda here she should play the ukulele. It's a great instrument to
She
start
thought I
on.
could pick that up.
I think you should.
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Jim can play that.
I can do
He does.
that.
He actually has
It's fun.
ukulele and
I
plays it.
ukulele.
It's
Do
super
I have
fun.
to give up the cowbell too?
No, you can have both.
But Todd and I don't. The ukulele and his whatever that thing's called that doesn't work together, so we can't
Todd's
do
the
it.
vibrator?
The vibrator.
No,
yeah.
the
that-
Vibra slap.
The,
Vibra
the vibrator is what you got at home, Johnny. No, it's the
goodness.
vibrator. It's a different product.
Wow.
But all right, so this is the Milo Music. Anything you want to share with us on that? I mean, I know it's
Linda
down
has
the road a
some
little
great
bit.
news
All
about
right,
Milo
let's hear it.
Music.
So PBS was in town last year filming
Cool.
Mile 12. And so this year they have the hour-long program ready to go, and it's going to air on June 23rd on PBS.
That is huge news.
That is
Yes.
big news.
But I have bigger news.
Uh-oh.
On June 16th, you'll have the opportunity to see it before it goes public.
Oh,
June 16th at 6 p.m. in the Fox Cities Exhibition Center. We're doing a pre-screening of the program.
And nobody knows who's in it yet or anything, right?
No, nobody's seen it yet. So we're
Wow.
all very excited.
great.
I'll
And it's
bet.
open to the public. Go to the PBS website or the PBS Facebook page, Milo Music Facebook page, Appleton Community Music Facebook page, and you can just register. There's an Eventbrite registration. It's still free. We just want to know how many people are coming.
That's fantastic. Wow.
all
it's
right.
really, we're so excited.
Tell us the date of the other airing again, please.
June 23rd.
23rd, okay.
In the evening, I believe 7 o'clock.
All right.
And so the pre-screen will be 1 week prior.
Phenomenal.
That's great. I didn't know that they were there
No, that was
filming, and that's
quiet,
pretty
wasn't
cool.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had, it was the largest deployment in the state. They had all 45 videographers, photographers,
gosh.
everybody, all hands on deck.
I
That's
guess
awesome.
they did.
We could have somebody on right after that then too, huh, Todd? If we could. Or
Yeah,
the Nick
well,
for air,
yeah.
or the right before, because
Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff.
We want to make sure
Like-
people don't miss this.
like
This
between-
is huge.
That's huge.
Between the two, between the private showing and
Yeah.
then the public showing.
Yeah.
You can come in here and talk a little bit more about it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. We'd
That'd be
love
great.
to.
We should both be back, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Hyde Music has
Absolutely.
been such a great supporter
Yes,
of Milo
you
Music
can.
and ACM.
Is Sheila always like that?
All
Try
right.
to piggyback on what you're
Right,
doing.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
pretty
well,
much it.
ever
Leah
since we've
Reed,
met.
okay. Leah Reed, Hyde Music, thank you for just connecting with the
stuff.
community. And, of course, Linda Garvey.
And all
with
the respect in the world for Appleton and their love for music.
Yep. You guys are awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
so
All right.
much.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
guys
what
so
you're
much
doing.
for being here. Grab a donut on your way out. It's
Yes.
Kim's birthday.
Or five.
And it's National Donut Day.
Keep your hands off my Vibra slap, okay?
No, it's mine now.
Oh, we will.
You're listening to Civic Media. Stay up to date on the latest news and information for your local community and Wisconsin by signing up for our free email newsletter. Visit civicmedia.us/email to get started.
You're running stream, sang you the song that I heard up above, and you kept me alive with your sweet flowing love.
No. Hey, welcome back. Maino and the Mayor here on a Good Look at Friday. Man, we've had some fantastic guests, just tremendous. Really appreciate all of them. And today, of course, once I mentioned before, Anniversary of D-Day, 81 years ago today. Allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy, and some of the gentlemen I've interviewed over the years for my books, I just want to do some excerpts to pay homage to them. 1:05 a.m., June 6, 1944. Our job was to land inland and open up the roads for the 4th Infantry Division, about 5 miles from Utah Beach, where the 4th Division was going to land. It didn't seem like we were over land very long before the Germans started blasting away at us with artillery. Every time a bomb would explode near the plane, we'd shoot straight up about 200 feet. It was tough on the pilots. Some got knocked so far off course they were dropping troopers in the English Channel. Others got dropped in areas the Germans had flooded. Those poor guys didn't have a chance. You hit the water with 60 pounds of equipment, you don't have time to slip out of your harness. I was carrying my M1 rifle, plenty of ammo, a trench knife, boot knife, 4 hand grenades, 100 rounds of 30 caliber ammo. But can you imagine all that work, all that training, all that determination, and you end up drowning without even a chance to fight? Not even a chance to fight for your life. What a terrible shame. The green light coming on was a signal to stand up, hook up, and check the equipment of the guy ahead of you. You yell out, "Okay!" Then before you know it, you're standing in the door, and it's your turn. You don't have time to think about it. Right away, once you're out of the plane, you looked up to see that the chute was open. Then you looked down to see the Germans shooting up at you. You kept thinking, just let me get to the ground. Just let me have a chance to fight back. Don't let me get shot hanging in the air. Orville Collins, 101st Airborne, D-Day, Denmark, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Orville, one of my favorite guys. One of my favorite guys. I'll tell you a quick funny story. So, took Orville and his wife out for dinner one time after I was doing the story with him here in Green Bay. And I was going to drive him back to their place in Denmark. And he was telling me, so we get on 43 and we're going to drive for the end. And he was telling me this story. And I was driving. You guys wouldn't find this surprising, but I was lost my concentration, and we're coming towards the door. We went all the way around to. He goes, "Hey, I got a question here." He goes, "Yeah." He's in the back. "Do you know where in the hell you're going?" But I was so
cut to the chase.
I
right?
was so into his story that I completely was oblivious to missing the exits and everything like that. But that's the way it was sitting with those guys. And one of the really cool things, it was very special for my daughter. One day for Take Your Child to Work Day or whatever, she came with me to his little farm. It was not a little farm, but very cool little dairy farm out in Denmark. And sitting in his kitchen. And here she was, probably 14, 13, listening to this gentleman talk about, and again, one thing I always try to get across from people, forget Hollywood, forget the John Wayne, forget the actors who played the parts of these guys.
Right.
Meet the actual individuals, and you realize they're just normal, great people that were your next-door neighbors that went out and did these extraordinary things.
And I like how honest they are with you. They were scared. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you're
scared to death.
Right. I mean, they're going to do it. Nobody ever turned back, but
Nope.
It's like, wow, can you imagine looking down and being shot at? I mean, come on.
Yeah. And another big thing that the guys have told me, it's like, for medal, I mean, obviously the Medal of Honor is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
It's the highest thing we hand anybody, but they said that for every one, there's 100 guys they saw do things that could have qualified. But the problem is a lot of times it was who witnessed it that helped push it along.
Yes, and I think we have to remember that because the Medal of Honor, which of course we hosted here, there are people who thought somebody should be in there, and I think they deserved it. But there's a whole process for that, and you just got to respect it.
Yep.
How about another one? We've got about 3 minutes.
Absolutely.
I think in sharing another one before the bottom of the hour would be cool.
Absolutely. And I've tried to do a variety. Hang on one second. Okay. We couldn't see the beach over the top of the ramp. The closer we got to shore, the sicker guys got. We were bouncing up and down, and guys were getting sicker than hell. This is the only time in my life I didn't get sick. I honestly think I was too scared to get sick. I'm not kidding. I was too worried about what laid ahead. They had me switch places with some guys. I'd been in back, which wasn't so bad, but they had me move to the front. I didn't have any choice. I just did what they told me to do. But now I knew I would be one of the first ones off when they dropped the ramp. We're all hunkered down below the sides of the landing craft when the pilot yelled out, "Here it is, ramp down." The first 5 or 6 of us jumped out. I couldn't believe how far out from shore we were. We thought the water was going to be knee deep, but it was up to my armpits. We jumped out and struggled to keep our heads above water. It was only a couple of seconds before a German machine gun found us. They had us zeroed in. The bullets went right over our heads. But the rest of the guys on the boat, the ones right behind us, who I changed places with, they didn't have a chance. There was no place for them to go. There wasn't a thing they could do. Some tried going over the sides, but if I hadn't gotten sick like the rest of them, if I hadn't moved to the front, they were all killed. When the Germans found a boat that was unloading, they stayed on it just long enough to mow all the troops down. Those poor guys didn't even have a chance to fire a shot. Richard Gorey, United States Army, 1st Division, Omaha Beach, Appleton, Wisconsin.
Oh.
So,
yeah,
there you go. Just some of the guys, once again, commemorating D-Day 81 years ago today. And again, what I try to do is bring across these all just, Richard was a junior high principal then in Appleton for his whole career.
Okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
So.
He's still around?
No, they all, I don't know. I don't think I have a single one from D-Day that's the actual D-Day that I still have.
Yeah, they would be. Yep. But okay. Well, anyway, those are great stories. I mean, I'm so glad you captured that because that's the real deal, boy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? That guy must have felt really blessed. I mean, you get sick, switch seats,
and he turned that night of D-Day. Oh, same birthday as you. The night of D-Day when he was on the hill, he turned 19.
Oh.
So exact same birthday. It's the exact same birthday as you, Jim.
So you get Kevin Van Essen donuts, and this guy's out there doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But he said he was just wet and miserable sitting on the side of that hill in a little thing afterwards and thinking, well, I made it to 19. I don't think I'm going to see 20.
Well, thank goodness he did.
He certainly did. Wonderful gentleman. All right, my man Dennis. Our man Dennis is in the house. It is one of our favorite times the entire week. We got some live music coming up. Maino and the Mayor. Stay with us.
Not in the way that you hold me. It's not in the way you say you care. It's not in the way you've been treating my friends.
If you missed part of the show or want to share it with a friend to catch every episode of Maino and the Mayor on your schedule, listen now at civicmedia.us or find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. It's easy to take Maino and the Mayor wherever you go. Now, back to Maino and the Mayor. Here's John Maino and Jim Schmidt.
Hey, thank you very much. Welcome back, Maino and the Mayor here. Our man Dennis Peters from the Glam Band in the house. Hey, you got a pretty cool gig coming up at Cheese Fest, huh?
Yeah, we have a trifecta this weekend.
Yep. Wow. I heard you right from here the other day. I heard you guys down at Sardine Can. That crowd sounded so into it. It was incredible.
It was amazing. It's a beautiful night to play out
in
the middle of the week.
And it just came down the river. You know, the sound would just... that's why I'm saying, we're talking about that new area where the coal piles, there might be a couple of years or whatever, but I still think that would be a great place to have some kind of a thing for music right on the river in that spot.
Oh, yeah. The sound will carry beautifully there.
Yes.
Great backdrop. You bet. Coal or no?
Coal or no. That'll be awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Dennis. How you doing, buddy?
Thanks, Lemmy. I'm all right for the average guy.
Can we just mention really super 100% quick about a little get-together we're having towards the end of July?
Sure, if you'd like to.
All right.
Please do.
Dennis is challenged, I guess, with prostate cancer, but you are.
I was going to say something else.
No, but you're.
That next word could have been anything.
No, challenged is
Dennis is.
But you're doing a great job with it. Your attitude's right. And you're taking the right things. And
Thank you.
any kind of cancer costs money, and we want to help you out. So there's a big event coming up, 21st.
22nd?
31st.
31st. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
Again, I'm not factually.
No,
That's all right.
We're getting there early. 31st, and it's at the Riverside Ballroom, and we are going to music, fun, live auction. We're donating to something very cool. I'm not going to tell you right now because we haven't got it yet.
That's all
but
right.
it's on stage for cancer,
Yeah.
and that's what a great organization, right? Did they reach out to you, or did you know them?
They reached out to a member of the band, and I just tried to ignore it for a while.
Because let's be honest.
To be honest, yeah.
Total, whatever you call it, transparency.
Yeah.
We suggested this a long time ago, and
We
you
did.
were like, nope.
No.
Thank you, but nope.
I'm a prideful guy, I guess. Yeah,
Well,
sorry.
we love you, so we're going to do this. Thursday,
Everybody loves you.
July 31st at Riverside Ballroom. Dinner, drinks, silent auction, live auction, singing, dancing, and much more. So you got to participate in this. Dennis has done so much for our whole community here. And just go to onstageforcancer.org.
The money you raised for so many different causes is 100,000
Right.
fold versus
Yeah.
what anybody's going to do for you. I mean, it's going to be huge for you, but
That's
you've
fun.
done so much for so many people.
It's great to plug in and do things for others. It really is amazing, and it's kind of, I don't want to say it's an addiction, but it's pretty darn close.
Well, it's in your heart, though. It comes from the heart.
Yeah, I
from
love
you.
helping others. It's a fantastic thing, and I'm blessed to be part of that.
Yeah.
Life is good, friends. It is.
It is onstageforcancer.org. Get involved. You can get your tickets on there. You can make donations. So we're gonna all get out there and support Dennis.
There's
All right.
going to be more information coming out about that as time trickles on, because the date and the place, Riverside Theater, was already in place. The On Stage for Cancer does it once a year type of a thing, and due to scheduling, I can't actually be there in person. I'll be playing at State Fair, and that was also in place. But they were going to do the show no matter what, and so it just happened to have they reached out, and long story long, they wanted me to be a benefactor for it, and it took me a while to come around to it.
I know it did.
So, but those plans were already in place. So the train left the station on a bunch
Absolutely.
of things.
Great.
So
That's fine.
Stay tuned for more information on that if you want to play along. So
Beautiful.
thanks.
All right.
All right. Well, this is our favorite time of the week because we have live music, and this is a magical thing, seeing music come to life right in front of us. Lindsey Johnson, who's been here before and did a phenomenal job. Malachi Fletcher, who is your young son, correct?
As
Correct.
far as he knows.
All at once. Live on air live music series. Hello, Lindsey. Dennis, take it away, my friend.
It's great to see you. We were spent a few moments in the green room, or as they say in Green Bay, the green and gold room, and we're talking a little bit. And so, I guess what it comes down to is, how long have you been together doing this? I mean, obviously you've been together your whole life.
Yeah, 17
but
years.
As far as you know.
17.
Yeah, he's
Let's-
17.
So we've been doing music for about 2 years, I'd say. We started when I was 16 years old. That's when I started getting into it.
Okay.
I've had a guitar for a long time, but I never sang until I was 16 years old or so. Then we started gigging out pretty quickly. My mom had already been doing a bunch of gigs with her other band, so she knew how it all worked, like how that environment was, so it wasn't too difficult to get into that ourselves. Booking gigs was a bit tricky first time because, I was young and still am young, and then there's
He's got more
some places
mustache than
that-
I do.
I was going to say he's a very mature-looking 17-year-old. Holy cow!
I can-
Such a looks like he should
well-spoken young
play
man.
point guard for the Indiana Pacers.
I can
Right?
trick some people, but none of the bar owners. None of them.
His mom gets carded, and he just come on in.
Yeah.
Just walk through.
right.
That's true.
It's not your fault you have a baby face. It's okay, man.
The baby face is what lets them know I am still 17. That's my only thing.
I just, as the song goes, hold on to 17 as long as you can.
Right.
That's 16, but I don't get out much.
John Mellencamp.
So what was it that brought you two together to start making music together? I mean, what was it?
There was some, personal family problems that were going on at the time. And I personally was taking a big redirection in everything I was doing.
Okay.
Which is where I kind of fell into music and really fell in love with music. And that's where, my mom kind of grabbed me by the bootstraps and pulled me up and got me to start this band with her and put myself out there. And it's really started my course in life. Like, this is what I want to do, music.
So is she your main influence? Or
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
She is the person that got me to. If it wasn't for her, I would never be doing this.
So we get to blame you for this. This is fantastic.
Well,
It's making me emotional.
Lizzie, I
Aw.
want to give you credit for that because kids at 16, you were struggling a little bit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some of you guys go and get into some things that you shouldn't get into, gangs. You're looking for that, and you made that happen, and you're a great mom for doing that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, he had it in him, and so it was just a matter of having a talk and being like, "Look, dude, let's do this together. I can't play, you can play." And he didn't sing in front of me until it took a while. He was just like, "Nope, don't sing." I'm like, "You can sing." And then once we got it going, it's a beautiful thing. We can even argue during a set, and still, then we start singing, and then we're over it.
you go.
It's kind of cool.
That's
a musician arguing or family arguing? Because
Like
they're two
family.
No,
separate
family,
things.
family. Well, kind of
Both of them.
Both,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're two
both.
separate things.
I will separate you two. I swear to
Yeah,
goodness. Well, you seem like you're smiling and all getting together, getting
Yeah.
along really nice. I tease. But musically for you then, Malachi, what was it that I guess what is your main musical influence other than mom? I mean, what is it? What kind of style of music is it that draws you to stay plugged into it?
So there's a few answers to that. All at Once is one project, and then there's my own personal stuff. All at Once, most of my play style and how I do things is inspired by her other band member, Jerry. I was just beginning out at the acoustic guitar, and I didn't really have any technique. So when he would do this thing where he would like mute, that had me real excited. And so I incorporate that in everything. It's just a big rhythm thing in every song we do, right?
Very important if you have very few instruments.
Right. And then for my personal music, I'm influenced by instrumental bands. Like I'm wearing a shirt right now. It's Polyphia. Instrumental guitarist, progressive metal, rock.
Nice.
That stuff is my jam. I make music like that at home.
And how long have you been playing guitar?
A few years. I mean, how many years?
Probably 4 years or so.
Yeah.
Okay. You sound really accomplished already.
Yeah,
and that's amazing.
Plays every day.
Oh, let's do something.
Even without your, what was that thing you asked me if we had one? Lynn?
Capo, yeah.
Capo. So but get this, okay? So Cowboy Dave says, actually, I've got one at home. Do you want me to run and get it?
Oh, that was so sweet.
Dave, I love you for the
You're
offer.
the best, Dave.
Nice.
So there's a couple of songs you wanted to play today. Which one would you like to throw at us first?
We're going to start with Whatever It Takes.
All right. By Imagine Dragons.
Got it.
All at Once is the name of the group here, friends.
All right. We're good?
Let's do it.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vulturous. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody's praying for the end of times. Everybody's hoping they could be the one. I was born to run. I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Put up on your lip, lip. Let know that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Ooh, yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Always had a fear of being typical. Looking at my body, feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my leaves like a martyrdom. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run. I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Put up on your lip, lip. Let out that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Ooh, you take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Hypocritical, egotistical. Don't wanna be the parenthetical, hypothetical. Working on to something that I'm proud of. Out of the box and epoxy to the world. The vision we've lost, I'm an apostrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's more to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe. And yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half diseased. And when I am deceased, at least I go down to the grave and die happily. Leave the body and soul to be a part of thee. I do what it takes, whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Ooh, you take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. Ooh, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes.
That was.
Now do you know why I love this segment so much? You got this magic happening 2 feet away from me here. This is
That's
so
a
cool.
great word to explain that. Yeah.
Isn't it great?
I mean, do you hear that? Do you hear the family? Do you hear the family in their voices? How smooth and beautiful that is together. That you can't put a price tag on that.
You're pretty comfortable on that guitar. That's
he's got it going on.
Thank you.
No, you are.
He's got stage. You know,
Okay, so
Lindsay, what he's got
I
a
don't
stage
want
presence.
to
He does
complain about
Yeah,
my
he does.
own playing. However, This song, we've always done it with a capo. It's not that I struggle with bar chords exactly. I'm just not used to doing them here for this song. So we totally flubbed the guitar, but the singing was okay. It was all right, man.
We had a number of texts come in saying, "Where's the capo?" Nobody knows what the hell that is. Jeez, that was great, you guys. That was just terrific.
And capos is also not the name of the character on the Pink Panther, by the way.
right.
It's not the same thing.
Not now, Capo.
I'm too young to get what you're referring to.
Malachi's like, what are you talking about,
Peter,
man?
Peter Sellers, come on.
Get home, my little friend. I'm home.
Wow.
Huge
I'm
in
more confused than ever.
1975. God.
Way to do that on the fly, though,
All right,
man.
we got more
This
coming
is
up.
I
great.
tried.
More coming up with All At Once and Dennis Peters from the Glam Band. Maino and the Mayor live music series back after this.
You're listening to Civic Media. Find the latest news, information, and archives of all your favorite shows on the Civic Media website, civicmedia.us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Today is the 81st anniversary of D-Day. I know there's been a lot of stuff written about the war, but there's also a lot of stuff nobody talks about. The first night in Normandy. A buddy and I made a vow. If we got out of there, we'd never really talk about some of the things we had seen. You can't really describe what it's like, and it's no use in trying to tell somebody about how horrible that first night was, how scared everybody was. You can't even describe how scared, how cold, how miserable, how tired you were. In some ways, that's what war is really about. But I don't think anybody wants to hear that stuff. You don't want to talk about the guys you were close to, close friends who got killed or really badly wounded. You never forgot them, though. Another thing nobody talks about is the enemy. Even though you were taught to kill them, when you met the prisoners, a lot of them were just regular guys. Some of them looked like they should have been in high school. Of course, a lot of our guys looked young like that too. When I look at pictures, it really hits home how young both sides of the guys were. But I don't think anybody who ever came home from a war ever felt young again. Donnie Pachurik, 101st Airborne, Green Bay.
Hooah.
Right. Cool.
And Dennis, thank you for your service, my friend.
Thank you. So thank you for everything you've done too for the veterans
Nothing
and
compared to you.
continue to do. My goodness. You think about that and you look at Malachi, he's 17 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
What else needs to be said? I mean, I get chills.
Yeah. Our country has stayed free because of people his age.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I get tears in my eyes thinking about it. You know, it's just amazing the sacrifices that so many have done
Yes.
for us to do what we do, you know.
Absolutely. And you know what else they gave us the freedom to do? Bring in great musicians right here and play anything they want. Take it away, my friend.
So during the break, I think they're going to do a different song for us, which is fantastic. On the fly, you know,
Can
because
I hear
the darn
fiddle
people.
or something? What did you?
That darn, he said he needs 2 minutes.
Malachi, what did you say that you could play to?
He needs 2 minutes to fiddle. He says he's going to do another song. So,
Oh, got it.
but it's fantastic.
Oh, I
Fiddle around.
Oh yeah,
And I
just
said-
noodling on the guitar.
Yeah.
Then he said, "Oh, I need to." I said, "You need 2 minutes to guitar." You mean anyway?
Yeah.
That had me, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I wish I could play the fiddle. That'd be cool.
So, okay, how do we get a hold of you? How do we find you out there in the wonderful world of webbiness?
On the lovely, lovely app of Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay,
Facebook, just like Jupiter Links, it has everything on there. All of our events coming up.
it's all at once.
Yep, all at once. It's at sign, but on Facebook it's just at. So all
The
at
word
once.
at.
Green
All-
Bay Mother Son Acoustic Duo.
All at once at the word.
Yep, you
Okay.
got it.
And you have music on YouTube as well.
We do have a little bit on there. We're working on doing some more. This guy can kind of produce some music for us, so we're working on getting some recordings done here
Oh
soon.
yeah, I've been producing music lately. I produced a song for my grandfather. He's well, he was a minister, but now he's retired. But his mom passed away, so he and I were working on a song about his mother and God, and like it was really awesome making it. It was like just a really cool project.
That's fantastic.
It's a very Caribbean style song because his mom was enamored with the style. But also, I'm proud to produce that because that is a style of music I've also studied. So I do understand like how those musical objects are meant to be used in an appropriate context as well.
You said studies. We mentioned also during the break that you were looking to attend Portland State.
Yeah, we toured the university just a week ago. It was incredible. I mean, I just loved it there. But they have a pretty cool music history program that I'm really excited about taking.
And that's going to be your major?
Yeah.
Music history?
Minor would be in psychology, because in order to become a musicology professor, generally you'll need a bachelor's in psychology.
I was going to say, to be a musician, you also need to be able to deal with it. So,
with that being said, let's hear some of that musical talent.
Alrighty.
And I believe you're going to play All of Me from John Legend?
Yes.
Correct?
You got it.
Awesome.
True.
All right. We'll take this out. Everybody have a great, great weekend. Dennis, best luck with everything you got going on this weekend.
you.
Where are you guys tonight?
Cheese Fest.
Yeah,
In
it's gonna be
Little
bad.
Chute. Phenomenal.
Fantastic. Can't beat
Jim,
it.
happy birthday.
Thanks, Johnny.
You bet.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, oh give my all.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.